What's happening, guys, and welcome back to episode 15 of Galactic Explorers Podcast. I am your host, Lunchbox, and this week, I think this is the first time in 2 or 3 weeks that James is back.
Hello.
How you been, sir?
Not too bad, thank you. I've been a bit busy, but apart from that, not too bad.
Good.
Thank you for having me on again.
No, it's a welcome. You're one of the founders here at the GEP. You, me, and Phil are the founders.
Indeed.
So, the time has finally come, guys. And ladies, obviously, guys and ladies. The game's gone gold.
Yeah.
Whoop. Not gonna lie, I had to just double check what it meant by gold because I wasn't sure if it was the same as like music gold.
I'm being serious, so did I.
Like pre-orders or something. But no, obviously it means the game is complete. It's done. Obviously for the first release of the game anyway, not including DLC or whatnot. But the game that we will get on the 9th and 10th of August has been completed, and it will be sent out to whoever it is who makes the discs. You know, Sony to put onto the PlayStation Store ready for the release of the game.
My anus is ready.
Oh man, I'm puckering up every time I think about it. Totally puckering up.
This is so good.
It is. So just the fact that we now know the game is finished in its release completion. So how does that make you feel, Yamez? I'm calling you Yamez from now on, by the way.
It that's fine, man.
You're now Spanish.
Like I have friends that call me Joms, Strawberry Joms.
Well, yeah, I think Yamez is so much better, but it gives you that Spanish. Hey, my name is Yamez. That is such a bad Spanish accent, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't hate on me.
I am so happy that it's finally gone gold. This means that there's going to be it's kind of like a smaller collector's edition. If you couldn't get the collector's edition, then you still can get a copy of the hard copy of the game.
Yeah.
So that's a really good opportunity for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that makes me the most happy, no more delays, hopefully.
Well, it shouldn't be. If the game is completed,
yeah.
If Hello Games have officially said they've completed the game, then the only delays I can see is coming from Sony's end.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they lose the disc.
Did you see the tweet that Sean Murray posted? It was so funny.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he did that and they made no backups of the final version of the game? Christ. Hell will break loose. But it's really exciting now. You know, we're counting down the days because everyone was hoping there's going to be some news. Even just I think most people were expecting it just to be either like a trailer or some pictures or some more footage of some kind. I don't think people were expecting to see Sean and the whole team at Hello Games. That picture of them saying that the game is done. They've got the physical copy of the completed game on a disc in Sean's hand. I don't think people are expecting that. So that is official, complete proof that the game is done and ready for shipping out.
The thing that amazed me the most about that picture was his beard.
Oh man, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Right, it's bigger than his head. Have you seen it? Man.
Did you see on that someone posted that picture in the Facebook page, and someone else decided to take the picture and Photoshop it, so every one of the crew members in Hello Games had Sean's head.
Yeah, I saw that one. Oh man, it is kind of crazy though to think.
It's magical.
It is. I mean, I've got you guys probably can't see. You won't see this, but I've got all these pictures of No Man's Sky on my backgrounds. Keep interchanging and I'm just looking at it. It's making me teary up a little bit. We're not gonna lie. It's just knowing that in 30 something days we're gonna have his hands on the game. 30
my
days
God.
Or whatever it is.
That's not long at all.
It isn't. 5 weeks as of yesterday.
Remember, but
is it Friday? It is Friday today.
It is Friday today. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Recording this Friday comes out Wednesday. So yeah. So when I say Friday, it's Friday when I'm recording it. So it would be 4 weeks. When you guys are listening to this, it will be 4 weeks.
Oh man,
It'll be coming out. 4 weeks, 28 days.
To be honest, though, all your backgrounds are not compared to my background. I'm afraid.
If it's not No Man's Sky related, then it beats it hands down. So you know it's true. We're talking about a No Man's Sky podcast, and you just come out and said that that my backgrounds don't compare to yours. Now, if it's not a No Man's Sky background, then it's not applicable.
Hey, hang on a second. You were talking about how you've got all these No Man's Sky backgrounds on your PC, so I just thought I'd chip in and say mine's better.
It isn't. Not if it's not No Man's Sky.
It is No Man's Sky.
If this was a podcast about something else, then it probably would be. But
it's a No Man's Sky background.
Is it? What background is it? It's not that stupid one that you made, is it? Oh, yes. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to shame him. I'm going to put in this stupid picture that he made.
I didn't make it. I just found it on the Facebook page.
Well, whoever made
it. But
this
it's
picture,
absolutely incredible.
It'll pop up on the screen, like, now. And you guys will, have to tell me what kind of demented world this picture came from.
I think it's the most magical picture I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you think, the sunshine shining out of a T-Rex's arse is probably the most magical thing in the world. That
would be pretty cool. I'm going to try and get a screenshot of that in No Man's Sky. At one point.
Christ.
What a beautiful sunrise.
Oh man. But no, it's such amazing news to hear that it's ready for deployment really to wherever it needs to go to now. I mean, it's crazy to think that they've got because obviously was it Amazon's most anticipated game for 2016?
Yeah.
It's got over 250,000 pre-orders in America alone.
In America alone?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that was the case. If I'm wrong, guys, obviously put a comment in the comment section below to correct us. But I think it's around 200 or just over 200,000 pre-orders alone in America for the game.
I'm just so glad that the game is doing well for itself. Like, I'm so glad that people are excited for this game. Like, it's incredibly, definitely deserved.
Yeah, and just think they've got 4 weeks from now, obviously, from when you guys listen to this, to get all the discs made. Because obviously, a lot of those people are going to obviously made a pre-order the physical copy. Obviously, 10,000 of those hand-painted ships. I know they've probably already been made, but the secret special edition awesomeness version of the game on PC has got the hand-painted ships. And there's only 10,000. See, I would have thought if they got to a certain point of pre-orders that they thought, this is crazy, we need to make another 10,000 of these editions available.
I think it would have been a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they would have sold out instantly.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's still people asking about it now, and it's like, you missed out. March, when the game was said that you could pre-order the game in March or whenever it was, they're probably gone in
I definitely would have picked up a special edition, but I just didn't have the money at the time.
Yeah. It is a lot of money, but I think if it was for a game something like Call of Duty, I don't think it would have been worth it.
No,
because
not at all.
You don't get nearly as much stuff, because you get that comic book, you get
a poster,
you get the record as well, the record disc with the original soundtrack for the game. You get the hand painted model as well.
I kind of feel like this year it might be worth it for Call of Duty because of the Modern Warfare 2 remaster.
Or maybe this year, but I mean like in previous.
Yeah, it's
definitely get as much
trash.
I mean, you probably get like a really nice looking model or something, but you don't get like the original soundtrack and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially for obviously that's for a big gaming company. Obviously, No Man's for Hello Games. Obviously, they've made the game with tender loving care, whereas for obviously the people who make Call of Duty, is it Activision?
I think it's it's Activision, and then I think every year it switches to Infinity Ward. I'm not sure if they're still doing that.
It's like a 3-year cycle, isn't it? Kind of thing because they bring out a game every year, don't they? Nearly enough. But anyway, obviously for them, it's just like you said, it's a year cycle. It's not something they ate painstakingly, and it's a team of over 100 for each studio.
Exactly, and then this team of 13 people,
something like that.
13 people come and make a game. It's been 4 years, I think, since they started. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure when they announced it. I think it was back in 2013 or something like that. But 4 years of hard work, and you can really tell how much effort they put into this game.
Yeah,
like Call of Duty is one of them things where like, oh yeah, we already have the story. Just shoot and kill people.
Yeah,
and do this.
Not only that, though, it's these days, especially the first-person shooter genre, it's mainly focused on the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah,
and you don't really need a story for the multiplayer. I mean,
exactly.
They still do have a single-player aspect, but their main focus these days is on multiplayer.
Well, like the thing that's like really made me decide not to play any like first-person shooters really anymore is because it's not innovative anymore.
Yeah,
it's not. There's nothing different that's actually a big feature and people would enjoy.
And it was like that for a long time with first-person shooters. Then they bring out things like Titanfall. And
Titanfall was pretty decent.
Yeah,
to be
and
fair.
then obviously Call of Duty kind of went that way with the exosuit.
Yeah, I didn't like it in Call of Duty. It was,
but obviously that's another thing that they made, and it's obviously changed the game, especially for multiplayer.
Yeah,
so it's definitely improved the multiplayer aspect. I would have thought. I'm not a Call of Duty player. I mean, I probably will get the new one because it looks really good. But yeah, but you're right. It does stagnate, especially when there's a lot of games what are very similar come out and there's hardly anything different between them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like every year after year, it's the same thing that they're pumping out. Like they're like, oh, we don't care about our fans. Just give us your money, please.
Well, it was the same when Medal of Honor was being made, and then Call of Duty came out. For about 3 or 4 years straight, they were both set in World War, like World War I or World War II. And it was the same thing, and especially for Medal of Honor, they had been like that for like 5 years.
However, I am extremely excited for Battlefield 1 though. Like I know it's set back in that time, but we haven't seen a game like that for ages.
Well, yeah, that's the thing though, isn't it? Obviously, Call of Duty and Battlefield have been going more futuristic.
Yeah.
And obviously now they've gone a bit backwards. But I don't want them to go back to that again for another like 5 or 6 games straight. It will just.
No, it would be nice if they release like a World War II or something like that, and then like went back to like the modern or futuristic style. It's just something different.
Anyway, we're kind of getting off track here.
Yeah,
we've gone on to Call of Duty and Battlefield and everything. But so obviously No Man's Sky has gone gold, so it's in like the process of being put onto discs, shipping out to all the stores, online warehouses, and obviously going onto the PlayStation and Steam stores as well. What else did we see? I saw something else and I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember either.
I think there's I don't know what it is, but I've seen people posting all these new trailers, not new trailers, but these trailers that they've never seen before, and it's kind of baffling. I mean, to me, it's kind of baffling because they're a year old. I know you're a kind of sucker for this, James. And also Phil kind of sent me something, and it was what was it? Interview. It was
the Game Informer interview, wasn't it?
The Game Informer interview, and it's got an extra 8 minutes or something in the video or something like that. But I can't imagine it being incredibly informative.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Game Informer, you know what I mean. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy, especially when people say that. I mean, I can understand when newbies come along, people in the last 6 months have come along and not really seen much stuff, because there obviously hasn't been really much stuff since not last year, since the IGN coverage.
I think that was around April, May, wasn't it?
Yeah. So there hasn't really been anything since then, and even then it was just obviously pretty much based on one planet, near enough.
Yeah.
All the coverage with that. But for people who have seen it, and it was only a year ago that the IGN had its first monthly coverage of the game, and it was involved in. I don't know why people haven't seen it or anything like that, but I digress. So yeah, so there's still footage for people who haven't, or obviously newbies who haven't seen the game that much, apart from recent footage. So you can go check that out. I'll find the link in the description and stuff for you guys. Is there anything else that comes to mind, James?
I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything, guys.
No.
It's pretty. Apart from the big whole gold thing, it's still pretty much dead at the minute. Dead in the water. So
we would love to have some questions, though.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to send them in, and we'll try and get them in the podcast.
Yep.
Like it'll be a great idea just to do a video of nothing but questions.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if we get enough.
I mean, if everyone might be up to it, This is a possibility, guys. If we get, how many likes should we get? If we get 10 likes, we'll do a live podcast on Twitch at some date. Obviously, because I know a lot of you guys are in America, and you're not going to be able to be free at 2:00 in the afternoon or whatever, your time and stuff. But we'll sort out some kind of date. But yeah, if we get 10 likes, we will do a live podcast on Twitch, and you guys can send in your questions, or we get you to come in on the actual podcast talking. That's right, using your voices instead of your fingers, you keyboard warriors. But yeah. Oh, another big news, guys. We are now on iTunes. Hurrah! Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the description below as well, so make sure you go check that out. Yeah, if you wanted to get it from the website that I'm actually got the RSS feed on, it is Sound. No, it's not Soundforge. Why am I saying Soundforge? I don't know why I'm saying Soundforge, guys. It is shoutengine.com. And then just type in No Man's Sky Galactic Explorers Podcast, and I'll be the only one there, because no one else has got that name, guys. And that's the same name for your iTunes as well. So make sure you go check that out. Make sure you do leave a like. Obviously, comment your questions. Make sure you do like it. Get 10 likes, and we'll do a live podcast on Twitch at some point. It will be, and I'll see who obviously is going to be free to do that with us.
Yeah.
Be it James, Phil, Craig. I don't think Kieran is going to be able to free to do it, depending when we do it. But yeah, or Chris. I don't think I've left anyone else out. No.
I can't think of anyone now.
No, but make sure you like, comment, like I said, subscribe, subscriptions, and also share the video with all your friends who haven't heard about No Man's Sky and want to know what it's all about, and hear some crazy fanboys talk about it for
buddy.
20 minutes or so. But yes, thank you from me. Thank you from James.
Thank you.
And from us to you, we will see you next time.